um, oh, I sure hope this is still configured to the right channel. What the frick? But it looks like it is. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. I think according to my YouTube uploads, showed up the like crazy inactive YouTube channel. But anyway, according to like the upload dates on there, I think it's been like 10 months since I did anything related to this challenge whatsoever. Um, and it is perhaps about time I got back to it. So this is the sort of the wolves only or pacifist or no player damage, whatever you want to call it, run. And so essentially, please excuse me, it's 1 a.m. And of course, this is when I decided to do this. So, but and I hope my mic is okay. I'm not like entirely sure. I didn't like do a lot of testing or anything. But anyway, God, I hope nobody I know has my stream notifications on. I don't know why they would. Like, I use this for like Jackbox, you know. Anyway, just something I'm thinking about. So this is like a wolves only kind of run. So basically, I'm not allowed to directly do damage to any entities. And I shouldn't say entities because that implies a little more than is actually the case. But when I say it, I mean like mobs. So I can't kill animals. I can't kill monsters. Anything like that. Um, Myself. I could use like indirect means to kill them, I suppose. When I did this before, like I didn't let myself kill them. Um, I didn't let myself kill them by like pushing, like for example, a sheep off a cliff. That was not a valid way to kill anything. Um, so really, the method is to get some wolves, and then like aggro everything so that the wolves attack whatever I want to kill. So um yeah, anyway, this is like boring. I'm just sitting on the title screen, so let me just highlight. This is just a Minecraft 26.1.2 server, and we're gonna be running some vanilla 1.26.1. So sorry, I'm getting a notification on. What is this? It's not important. Anyway, we're gonna get started. It's vanilla Minecraft. I can't kill anything directly. That's basically it, and I'll tell you the rest once we're in. So yeah, I started a world just to test the stream setup. It looked pretty good, but I mean, if anybody is watching at any point, and you notice any issues, just let me know. I'll try to fix them. If my mic is like really crappy right now, let me know, etc. I'm just gonna call this Wolves Only is kind of like the name I've been using for this, so I'm just gonna say that again. Wolves Only attempt something. I don't know. It's been a while. I've actually tried this like throughout the years a few times, so this is probably like, I don't know. I mean, when did 1.16 come out? Was that like 2018 or something? 2017? I don't know, but it was like around then when this idea was pitched to me by some friends. So, and I think I'm gonna do it on hardcore. And maybe I'll tell you about that once we get going. Is it just creative? Yeah, okay. But otherwise, default, no cheats, all default game rules, etc. So feel free to look through those if you want. But yeah, it's all the default. All right. Anyway, I'm just gonna drop in with a random seed. Hopefully it'll be something not too bad. I mean, there's not really a bad seed for this. Oh, this is very interesting though. Oh, and this is this a taiga? I think it's a taiga or like an old growth spruce, something like that. I think that wolves actually do spawn here, so. Oh my god, sorry, I'm like yawning, I'm sleepy. And I also, I have a really hard time talking while I'm playing games, so this was like the worst idea ever. But the goal here is to, like, I don't know, I just want to see how far you can get, because, like I was saying before, I've had some trouble doing this challenge in the past. Last time I attempted it was on 1.16, and I ran into some issues with the Ender Dragon. Specifically, like, when you get your wolves into the end, like, they can't really do any damage to the dragon. Oh yeah, I got my Wesker skin. But the reason for that, as far as I know, is just that, like, the dragon has, like, a kind of a weird collider hitbox, whatever. And it doesn't let the wolves get close, because as soon as they get close, like, they go flying away. So, like, this might not be, like, a complete quote-unquote playthrough of the Minecraft story, the Minecraft campaign, whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna try to get as far as I can in hardcore. And I guess, like, the soft end goal of this is maybe to kill the Wither. But honestly, if I just get pretty far in on hardcore, you know, I get a pretty good amount of wolves, whatever, I'm gonna be pretty happy with that. So I'm keeping the stakes pretty low, no matter what hardcore implies, I suppose. Whoops. Yeah, and on the note of hardcore, when I've done this run in the past, or when I've attempted this in the past, I've had, like, I've had cases where I, like, was really successful, I got a lot of wolves, and then, like, I have to remember I can't punch these guys because I was really tempted to punch them on the way by. But, like, I've had instances where I've done really well, and then I, like, you know, I get to the nether, I go in the nether, and I jump in lava by accident. I thought I just heard a wolf, hold on. But I jump in, oh, nice, okay. And it looks like there's quite a few, actually. Was there one up here, too? Oh, yeah. I'll explain what we're gonna do here in a moment. But, basically, yeah, no, I'll get to the nether, and then, did this just kill someone? Get to the nether, jump in the old pit of lava, and that'll basically be the end of the run, because at that point, like, I have to start over. I mean, I don't really, but at that point it kind of feels like I have to start over. If I, you know, get separated from all my wolves, and they don't teleport to me, or, like, a bunch of them die in lava, or whatever, it's just so much hard work to get them all back. Because I would say the hardest part of this challenge in the past has been the breeding of so many wolves. In the past, I've been a little mixed on fishing as a way to get food for the wolves. Because obviously to breed wolves, you need, like, meat, and fish do count. I believe I checked that. Not recently, but when I was doing my previous run, I believe fish do work. And the thing with fish, like, is it feels kind of like direct player damage to like catch a fish with a fishing rod, but I'm not considering it that on this run. And I'll tell you my reasoning. It's because there's, like, two ways to acquire fish, right? And one of them is jumping into the ocean and, like, punching a fish to death, right? And the other way is making a fishing rod with, like, string and a stick, and catching a fish through the act of like, the fishing minigame in the game. And I guess I do consider jumping in the water and punching a fish to death to be, like, direct player damage, because because then you're actually like damaging an entity with your fist, right, or with your sword or whatever. But when you're fishing with a rod, I don't think it's like truly mechanically different um, from opening a chest, right? Like when you open a chest, it's like drawing from a loot table. It's randomizing the contents like right then and there. And when you throw your fishing rod in the water and you pull it back out and there's a fish on the end, like that has also just been chosen from a loot table. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I don't really consider that to be outside of the rules of this challenge, or like I don't think that I need to consider that to be losing the challenge, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'm going forward with that in mind. Specifically, like I'm allowing myself to fish for to fish for for food, for myself and for the wolves, I guess I should say. But specifically with the wolves in mind, like, because otherwise, I gotta say, like, it's really hard to get food for the wolves. Like, in the past, my strategy was to use rotten flesh, and so there's like two ways to get rotten flesh. I'm sure there's more than that because like you get it out of a chest or something, but like the two ways that I came up with in the past were a like actually trading with a cleric for emeralds or whatever they would accept, which I think it was mostly emeralds. Um, and two, like the second option, oh, perfectly 64 yeah, combo. The other option is to make make the dogs kill the oh my god, sorry. I haven't been able to get a good yawn out yet, so I'm just yawning more and more. Um, but the other option is to get the wolves to kill zombies for rotten flesh. And in the second case there, you kind of have to get like your wolves have to take damage. And that is a problem because you can't breed a wolf that is not at full health. And so then you have to waste some of the rotten flesh that you're trying to use for breeding um, to bring the wolf back to full health, and then you use the rest to breed the wolf, and that's like a big problem. It really like inhibits the ability of the player to amass a great army when most of the rotten flesh is being used to heal your wolves. Should probably collect these as a kind of rare. Or at least they appear rare to me on most of my playthroughs. Um, oh, sorry, give me one sec. I'm just starting a recording on my computer because I'm worried that the VOD is not going to be very high quality. Anyway, I'm back. So the goal here is to tame 2 wolves, catch some fish. Well, I mean, first of all, use those wolves to kill, a spider or 2 to get the string for the fishing rod. Ooh, and there's actually water right here. Anything else of interest over there? Here I go saying that red mushrooms are rare, and then I see like a dark oak forest over there. All right, but yeah, so okay, there's sheep over there too. Good. Sheep is another thing. Like a bed is another thing we can't get till we tame wolves. The way we're going to be taming the wolves, and the way I've done it in the past is, and honestly, I don't know if there is another way with the rules of this challenge. is getting like following wolves around basically at night because they'll automatically attack skeletons, and it's kind of an accidentally like cool bit of game design. Um, Obviously, the idea for them killing skeletons automatically or like without a prompt from the player is because they're made of bones, right? And it's like kind of a funny joke, I guess, or a fun joke. That like dogs, like bones and so they go after skeletons, but the hi. Oh, sorry. But so these oh my god. It's like kind of fun game design that like you can do this challenge only because wolves are tamed by bones. Bones are acquired from one enemy, and wolves will automatically attack that enemy at night. Or like if they see them in general. So anyway, I'm gonna hang out around some wolves. I'm gonna maybe try to lure some skeletons. This is what I've done in the past. We're gonna lure some skeletons. I'm gonna break these just so that they're not getting in my way. We can place them later. Yeah, we can lure like a skeleton to them if there aren't any spawning nearby. And then use any bones we get to tame them, right? So yeah, so we just have to find some skeletons. It's quite dark out, a little scary. Gotta make sure I don't lose track of the wolves, but they seem to be making a lot of noise, so I'm maybe not too worried about that. Luring skeletons to wolves is a little tricky. The other way to kill them is with creepers, but that's even harder, in my opinion, or in my experience, I mean. Really no mob spawns yet? Thank God for these sweet berries as well. Keeping me alive right now. Maybe I'll plant some of them over here. Just while I've got a moment. And another thing, like if I'm really struggling with this part of the game, I can always, that's not great. What I mean is I can always, go get some iron and make myself a shield, and that'll make this part of the game easier. Yeah, anyway. Let's see what I can do. I'm just gonna deal with this creeper before things get out of hand, you know? That's how I like to deal with them. It's not the most elegant tactic, and now there's creeper holes, but well, it does the trick. And oh, look at that! I got gunpowder in that one. What was that wolf barking at? Nothing. Maybe me. Any dog lovers in the chat? I got a dog at home. Not at home, but well, there's a dog in the family, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I hear a skeleton. So yeah, the trick here is to not die. And oh, there's two of them. So you gotta kind of weave, and see I'm failing at that now. But you just gotta bring them over to the wolves. It's simple as that. Or not as simple as that. And I'm just gonna make sure I don't die in the process. If I'm getting overwhelmed by mobs, there's really only one solution to that. And that's to hide in my base. Okay, so let's just maybe get this zombie to deal with the skeleton now. It's another thing you can do, kind of. Although the skeleton's probably going to deal with the zombie first, yep. That gives me some rotten flesh. Skeleton did not drop anything, that's not great. So yeah, this challenge kind of turns the game into like a bit of a puzzle game. Maybe puzzle game is the wrong phrasing for that. I don't know. But it adds some interesting challenges. Alright, good. So there's a few things we can do with the bone. We can use it right away, try to like play our luck. Maybe get lucky and whoops. Maybe get lucky and tame a wolf for first try, but it's like it's so unlikely. It's just not usually worth it in my opinion. Oh, skeleton city over here. So I can lure him over the dogs. Where are the dogs? See, this is the situation you don't really want to be in. And actually, now that I have the bone, I can lure the wolves. So let's see. I think there was a wolf around here somewhere. It's not good. At least I know where my base is. It's just over there. My quote-unquote base. Put the bone in my inventory. Go find us a dog. Hey, buddy. Yeah, it may not work. Shit. Okay, yep. And that's the end of the world. Yeah, so that's the struggle with hard mode. With hardcore mode as well. And that was a really good spawn, so unfortunately, that's the end of that world. But we can take another go. Start a new one. It's no big deal. I'm just gonna get rid of this test world as well. And then we'll do basically the same thing. So I'm just gonna call this 2026 Wolves Only Attempt 2. So then we know, you know, we can kind of keep track of what attempt we're on with this. It'll be useful for me, I suppose. Oh right, you set it to hardcore, my bad. Default, I don't think I changed anything on that last one. I won't change anything on this one either. Seems I've forgotten, like 15 minutes into the run, what my settings were. Anyway, it looks like we've spawned in a swamp this time. Interesting. Got some sheep here. Not really useful to us right now. More sheep. I'm just gonna update the stream title real quick. Let's see. Wolves Only Attempt to Day 1. I'm just gonna call it that. We'll put a tag on challenge. Oh, done. I guess I should probably do the day 1 Minecraft stuff. I'm trying to skip all this stuff. And I keep forgetting the leaf litter exists. It's just such a new addition, and yet I'm always forgetting about it. I guess I forget that it's new, maybe. Man, this is the fun part of the game, right? The first day or two when you're first, like, getting everything. Maybe I'll try to get to iron and then we can do the wolf stuff. I always feel, I feel like I always rush the wolves, but I feel like having like a nice foundation might be good. I don't know if it's better to find wolves and then do the foundation and then try to get the skeletons. I just know that like in the past having a shield has been really useful, and I mean that probably comes as no surprise. This is like a really defensive playstyle, right? So I gotta stop building the crafting table away from stone, or like easily accessible stone. I mean surface stone, one might call it. Guess I'll grab the sugarcane while we're here. This is going to be a normal Minecraft run at some point, like in terms of goals. So should take these opportunities while we've got them. 4-stack, very cool. I feel like someone told me that's not possible, but I'm pretty sure it is. Because we just saw it. Oh, what do I know? Yeah, this is like a purely vanilla run, by the way. Oh, wait, there's copper stuff in this version. I've been playing a lot of 1.21.1 lately. And there was no copper tools or armor, like no copper gear. There obviously was, I gotta stop saying obviously, but there was copper in that version. Just none of the tools or the gear. Obviously just feels like such an easy thing to say. Like such a nothing thing to say. Which is what makes it easy to say. It's like, oh, obviously, I don't know. Now I can't put my thoughts into words. Common thing on this channel. Ugh. Move my cursor too impatiently. My crosshair. Get this coal over here. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do the foundational Minecraft, like day one stuff, and then we'll go from there. It'll be good to have like a foundation, like I said, and then be able to build off of that to get the wolves. Instead of trying to get the wolves on like day 1 to 2. Maybe I'll just make some copper gear preemptively here. Maybe not like the tools yet, but the other stuff couldn't hurt to have, or at least have in the oven. Hi, pig. Hi. Who's jumping around over there? Is that another cow? Oh, it's a frog. I don't know if I've actually seen them yet. Oh no, I have actually. Kind of a silly thing to say, but I have seen frogs before in Minecraft. I don't think I have a use for the pumpkins. I should like, I guess, like I said, if we're doing fish as like the source of the primary source of food for the wolves. I should maybe try to there's a lot of particles. I feel like it's kind of glitching in my game. Let's see. Particles decreased. What's that? Okay, maybe it's not the particles that are doing it. I just feel like the frame rate's dropping when I break stuff. Anyway, it might just be me doing this actually. Probably a VSync thing. But anyway, the what was I saying? All right, so I feel like just because I'm planning on using like fishing as the way of getting food for the wolves, I should probably limit how much of the fish I eat. So I should, get some seeds. Try to get some wheat brewing, if that makes sense. Thanks, my furnace. Look pretty good. All right, and yeah, maybe let's check on the sun. It's going down pretty quick. Um, Maybe I'll just chop a couple trees, set up a little wood shack, and then go from there tomorrow. Maybe I'll do some exploring into that ravine. Did I get coal? I think I got coal. I think I put it in the furnace over there, so that's perfect. Probably make some torches out of that stuff, so that's all I'm thinking. Crap. Where'd my neck crack? Right. I'll just do one more tree. And then we can shack up and call it an in-game night. So yeah, like I'm in a situation, or I have an opportunity here to like do some damage to the pig by like pushing it off the cliff, but I'm not gonna do that. That is, like I said earlier, like 30 minutes ago or whatever, I'm considering that not within the rules of the challenge, so I'm gonna be doing my best not to do that even accidentally. Although, I mean, if I do it accidentally, whatever. In that case, if I like accidentally like actually punch something or hit something with a weapon, then yeah, I'm probably gonna reset. But I think I'm gonna like judge it in the moment based on the effect that the accident has on the challenge, the my progression, I guess. Um, I don't think you can make a copper shield, can you? No, I didn't think so. Wayne, hire me. Okay, let's just shack up maybe here. Looks like a more accessible cave. Yes, it is. This was good enough for the night, I should think. I'll just make all of those in the planks so I can quickly get this done. Doesn't matter if it looks bad. Just need a place to sleep. Oops. Oops. Is that a baby zombie? I do not want to be out there. Well, I just need to wait through the night now, and I don't know if I'm gonna pay too much attention during this because it's the boring part of the game. So I think I'm gonna go AFK, and I'll just be back when the sun comes up. I feel quite silly, but I'm just now remembering that I'm not playing on a server, and so it's not gonna progress. Oh. Anyway, it's not gonna progress if I like just pause the game. So I do have to leave it open, but I'm gonna do one thing real quick, and then I will deal with that. Man, this boring ass stream, huh? Boring for you. I spent the night watching young Sheldon edits on Instagram Reels. So, see what just a little. Oh shit! Man, they gotta make that sneaking louder. I mean, I get it's a creeper, but like, god dang. No, but see what a little shift of the mindset can do? Like, I'm watching young Sheldon Reels. Y'all are sitting here watching a stream that isn't even going. You know, that's just sitting there. No, but like, actually, like, it'll hopefully be more interesting in the later evenings. Of course, at the moment, we're just getting things set up. I mean, you saw it was last time. And once we get a wolf, you know, we'll be able to get a sheep. Oh my god, another one. And once we've got a sheep, things will be looking up for us, you know? So, alright, the way I died last time was walking into the creeper hole with the other creeper. I'm not going to do that again. Hopefully a creeper doesn't follow me in here. Nope, we're good. Alright, this game might be back on easy mode. So let's check out this cave. Okay, that's a skeleton in there. I'm guessing that was a frog that I just heard. So we might not be exploring this cave, actually. Let's see. I'm sure there's other areas around here. Let's see. I also do need to be a little more careful about my hunger, because we don't have sweet berries this time. Also, I just want to say in advance, probably going to end the stream after this day. Because I am starting to get sleepy. It's like just about 2 a.m. So just an hour-long session today. I might do some more streaming tomorrow. I might also just record for some of this stuff. It's just going to depend on how I'm feeling, whether I feel like doing the whole streamer thing. Today I was, for whatever reason, but I don't always, so we'll see. Anyway, that's my thoughts. That's what I'm thinking. That's what's rattling around in my head. Okay, I think there's a drop off here, so yeah, I'm safe from any monsters. That's a lot of zombie rounds, wow. Maybe I'll grab these, ooh, shoot. Anything interesting looking in here? Kind of seems like no. I don't want to risk the whole drowning thing anyway. Why did that sound like it was above me over here? No, we're clear. Good. Alright, well yeah. I mean this is gonna be rough if we're playing like this. Is that a mountain over there? Because a mountain might have exposed iron actually. Same with anything like this. That's really what we're looking for, is like easily accessible resources that we like I really don't want to venture into oh, that's perfect. What time is it? Okay, it's not even noon yet. We got time. I really just I don't want to risk it by like going into a cave and potentially getting blown up like last time. I mean, that wasn't in a cave, that was just me being a little reckless. But you know, that kind of thing. Just setting myself up for failure in a stupid and avoidable manner. You know, that doesn't feel good when you die like that, so I was doing so well on the lily pad hops earlier. Okay, here we go. Whoa. Little floating island up there. This is vanilla, right? Oh, and I was talking about I gotta like be careful my stamina, and I just was not careful with my stamina. I'm gonna wish I had those pumpkins. I mean, I can go get them actually, but I'm gonna probably end up eating like a pumpkin pie or mushroom stew or something. I should maybe bring some mushrooms back on my way through the my way back through the swamp. All right, any iron around here? Let's see. Hi, horses. I don't see any in the side of the mountain, but I thought that was a creeper. That little grass bit there. Let's just check in the shallow area here. I'm not going to venture too deep. Although actually this just comes out the other side, so I don't feel too bad about going all the way through. Okay. Looks like none in there. Let's go around the side here. What is this? Looks shallow. Yeah, looks clear. All clear. Whoa. That's a lot of emerald. That looks dangerous. You can't mine this with iron, can you? Or with stone, I mean? I don't think you can. So, we'll have to look around some more. I think that's andesite in the side, or gravel. It's not iron, though, that's for sure. I guess no harm in going to the top. No, no mining run, that would be hard. Ooh, alright, here we go. This is like best case scenario. Just peek around, yes! Alright, so this is gonna actually get us what we need. I was talking about how we couldn't really make a bed until we got a wolf, but we got enough iron here. I can make a shield and shears and maybe a couple other things, but those are the two that I think are going to be the most valuable. And I mean, we're going to want to be up during the night most of the time, but I don't know. If things are looking bad, it would be good to have a bed that I can fall back on if I want to skip the night. And then we won't have to have like a boring night again, like the last one was. And actually, the bed will be good until we find wolves, because we still don't even know where those are. So on this world. So yeah, I think all in all, it's very good that we have found iron, and the bed will be an added bonus of that, an extra plus or whatever. Okay, I don't want to stay out too much longer because I want to be able to get back and make the shears before night. And actually, now that I think about it, I have to walk back because I'm starving. So let's just start heading now. Man, a lot of emeralds over here. Okay, this is good though. I know that this mountain has a lot of iron. Honestly, it might be a good idea to move my base here. When I can, so I can get the rest of the iron. I think that's going to be the plan for the next session, and I should probably write that down so I don't forget, because if I don't, I am going to forget. Okay, so here's the horses, so I think we just go back this way. It is out of render distance right now, so yeah. Anyway, make the long trek back, the quote-unquote long, not really that long. I just like to complain. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Keep hearing the frogs, I'm thinking they're like skulk sensors or something. That felt kind of awesome. Oh, it's gonna suck when I actually run out of, when my hunger bar actually runs down. So there's one sheep here. Is there another one down there? Kind of looks like it. I guess I'll go out just quickly to get that stuff. Okay, let's do this. I gotta be quick though. Maybe this will give me 3. Nope, that's 2. That is a sheep down there, right? Not a chicken? I think so. Unfortunately, you have to match the dye. Or the color, I mean, of the wool. Otherwise, I would just... I think there was like a gray one or a black one or something over there. But I will need the white. Okay, I'll get this, and then I'll just get this one too, since we're here. Get this one too, since we're here. Okay, let's GTF back to base. Oh, I should have made a shield. It's fine, we're gonna make it. Looks clear. More sheep over here. I don't really gaff about that. Oh shoot, zombie. Okay, we made it. We're good. Make this one first, I guess. And then we'll make this one. Great. And respawn point set, not that that matters. But yeah, maybe I should let the night run out, just so we don't have to do this at the start of the next session. I don't really know what the best way to deal with that is. I'll just smelt this one around it. And then, I guess maybe I make an iron pick. Okay, you can't make mushroom stew with just a brown mushroom, right? I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, no, I think you need a red mushroom. Let me just check the recipe book. Let's see. Yeah, you do need a red mushroom. That sucks. Alright, but that's okay. We'll figure that out at some point. There's no food I can make right now, hang on. Cake requires buckets. I mean, we could do this. We have most of the ingredients, and I could make a couple of buckets. 3 buckets is a lot of iron to spare right now, though. But it is kind of tempting just because we have, like, the rest of that stuff. Alright, well, in that case, let's, I don't know. You know, I haven't actually used any of the spheres yet. Something to try maybe on this playthrough. Anyway, oh, well, nope. Now that I think about it, any use for the spear I would have is kind of, not on this. It's void. Void and null. Null and void on this world. Alright, well, let me just take a little peek outside. Scan the surroundings for creepers, etc. I'm gonna eat these guys for breakfast. And I think we'll call it there. Take a little inventory here. Yeah, okay, so I think next next session I'll move the base to that mountain that's off to the to the north. Let me write that down somewhere. I don't really have paper available right now. Oh, wait. Some on the floor. Great. Floor paper. Says this is some comp sci homework. But that's okay. Let's see. It's from last semester, so it's not important anymore. Don't write on your comp sci homework. Usually. Move unless you're doing it. Okay, move base to mountain in the north. And I'll just write wolves only. So I know that that's what this is for, because otherwise I'm going to be like, base? What base? Like, what game was I playing last night? Anyway, let's just take a look at the statistics as well, do a little debrief here. Damage taken 2, I think that might have been from that creeper, maybe a little bit of fall damage. Distance climbed. I guess that's on the vines jumping across the water. Distance crouched, sure. Distance fallen. Distance flown. Distance sprinted. Distance swum. Distance walked. Fish caught. This is going to be a big one in the future. And with fish, let me actually write a couple more things down while we're here. Fish used as meat for, I'll say fish to be used as meat for wolves. I'm gonna need a garden for my own sustenance here. And I guess we'll probably be living off of bread for most of this. It's gonna be the easiest to get set up. But I mean, if I come across a good way to get, like if I come across a village or something and I hunt for a wolf, then we can probably do something with that. What else? Yeah, I guess next session it'll mostly just be moving the base and looking for wolves. Or maybe not even looking for wolves, but I mean, I should probably get decked out in iron. And what is this, half? Yeah, half armor. It's not bad. I actually don't remember what armor iron does, but I think it's like 3/4 or something, right? Anyway, that was fun, and I'll be back on soonish. All right, thank you for anyone if you tuned in, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.